Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, as usual, I will be taking you thrifting. We're going to be looking for vintage items. I will be showing you how to tell if they're vintage, and I will show you what I will buy them for and how much I could potentially sell them for and their value in the market. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to subscribe. Okay, so our first stop was Habitat for Humanity. There's a lot to see there. There's usually a good furniture selection there as well. And if you want to look for artwork, but you should be ready to pay the price for the artwork because I guess it's not really meant for resellers. Obviously, you do find some good things there, but mostly it's for people who want to buy for themselves. For example, this table that I saw, obviously we saw the globe first. That was an epic globe. It was $350. Totally worth it, I guess. And then there was this hexagon table. The table had copper on it. There was a whole scene of copper, I want to say inlay, but I think it was like sitting on top of it. It was about $200, definitely okay for a coffee table. I would personally change up the wood color because it was too close to the copper. I would probably try and sand it down and restain it to a darker walnut type color, and so that the copper is highlighted. And if I had a big enough house, yes, I would have definitely gotten that table. It was that unique, and for $200, definitely worth it. Then I found some armoire. It was very unique because of the red velvet. It wasn't just a regular Beauty and the Beast armoire. It was an armoire that had sort of that vampire vibe, that gothic vibe, which I really like as well. So I was really inspired by that armoire, and actually ended up finding something, a very small trinket compared to that armoire, but I'll show you that in a bit. So let's start off with what I found at Habitat for Humanity. Okay, first off was the peg, the hold, what are these called? The holder. These go for something online. This is a smaller one, but if this was bigger, I know that some resellers sell the bigger ones for like $300. So this little guy, it is vintage for sure. It says made in Bulgaria, and it has the nails taped in the back, and it has the hooks and everything ready to go. And yeah, it's a little like weathered, but that's part of the charm, and whoever buys it can obviously repaint it if they really wanted to do that. Then I got these blue candles for $2. Thrift stores are a great place to find candles. I keep saying that, and I'm never gonna stop saying that. These are in the package, never been used. They're good color. They seem like they're pretty. You know, they're okay to stage up things or to decorate with a certain color if that's what you want. Okay, so my boyfriend found this one. It says made in Italy. It's one coaster, and you're probably thinking, why did you get one coaster? Well, first of all, because we found on it a stamp that said sterling, so it's not just silver plated. I personally believe that it is actually sterling silver, and so this is gonna be a whole thing now where I'm gonna go around looking at different thrift stores, looking for these and making sure, and if I find more silver ones, then I'm going to collect them and then eventually go and probably sell them for scrap silver, because that's another way to make money by thrifting. And I would say the credit goes to a commenter on one of my videos where she said, you know, you gotta look at the markings to make sure they're not, because most of these, yes, they're silver plated, but some of these can be actually silver, which this one is. So I'm gonna save this for myself, and as I go along and I find more, hopefully I will collect them and then eventually take them to a person who buys silver, and let's see what they can give me for it, you know. Well, it's signed Walls, W-A-L-E-S, Wallace, I don't know, $5. I love the color, I love the shape. I don't know how to explain why I love it so much, but I'm sure you understand. It's so earthy. The detail on here is so beautiful, and it comes with the floral frog. So to me, this was an automatic for $5, an automatic yes. And I had seen a similar one at the same store at a different shelf for $15. So when I found this, I was like, yep, I am definitely getting it. And it is gorgeous. It is slightly heavy, but I could still put it up for sale on Etsy and my website. And if you guys have checked out my website or my Etsy, you'll see both the listings. I list on both sites. I just have it cheaper on my website because my website doesn't charge me commission, doesn't charge me fees for listing items and for selling the items. So I keep it cheaper on my website, also to encourage more people to buy from there. And then it's a little slightly more expensive on Etsy because I have to cover the fees and all that stuff. So I'm really excited about this one. I think it's beautiful and the color is just gorgeous. So earthy green, goes with wood. This really potter, it's a vase, okay? It is also signed at the bottom. It is Pottery, seems like studio pottery, no chips or cracks, thankfully. What I like about this is not only that it's mushrooms, so it gives me, you know, the mid-century vibe, but also the you know, what's in these days, but also that it's not a very harsh color. Like, this is a very neutral, rich brown color, and I think this can go with any decor. It's so neutral, but it will have its own sort of shape to it. So for $7, I think this was definitely worth it, and it is gorgeous. I absolutely love it. Very beautiful. This one I will list both on my Etsy on my website, and if it doesn't sell, because I don't have a lot of storage space in my house, so if it doesn't sell, I'm going to be taking it to my booth at the Inglewood Antique Market. And my daughter and my boyfriend got a bunch of these tie-dye t-shirts or shirts or hoodies. They were for $2 each, and it says Tall Ships Trading Company. So we all got matching tie-dye shirts. Then we headed off to the Value Village down the street. Now Goodwill was closing in 20 minutes, so I didn't end up there, and Salvation Army is closed on Sundays. So we went to the Value Village down the street. I did find some really cool things there as well, including some art. My favorite find at the Value Village is this Victorian type looking box. It is a peacock. It is metal, seems like brass, and it is red inside. It is quite beautiful for $5.49. I love it, and it's not a heart, even though it kind of resembles a heart. It is not a heart. The red on the inside, this is what I meant. So that armoire had the velvet, red velvet, and this has the velvet or some sort of red inside. And it is quite beautiful to look at, and when you open it, this is what the peacock looks like. I think it's just gorgeous. For $5.49, it was worth it for sure, and this can be added to one of my mystery boxes, or I will probably end up listing it as is. Then I found at the Value Village this door knocker. It is a unique door knocker. It has this beautiful it has sort of an Asian vibe to it. They gave it to me. It was not priced, and so I asked them to price it for me, and they priced it at $1.99. So it's definitely worth it, especially if it's brass. It kind of looks like brass, but I'm not exactly sure if it is. Then I found this brass frame. It's very cute. The backing are also brass. I like that a lot. And since I've been framing a lot of art or prints in brass frames, I think this will be really pretty. These, they're walnut made in Taiwan. These, I got a set of 2 each. They were $3.49, okay? And I believe these are feet. I might be wrong, but I believe these are feet. But I would do like a low wooden top, like find a piece of wood or several pieces of wood that's like this big, maybe put these under as feet, and there will be a low stool, and I think that would be really awesome for $3.49. And it's walnut, so that's kind of cool. So I found these for a little project. My boyfriend did end up buying a VHS player and a die-hard VHS tape, so I guess we'll be doing that today. Wish me luck. Last but not least, I found this painting right on the way out. Initially I picked up a mirror and it was just a basic rectangular mirror, so I left it behind because instead I got this painting. It is original 71. I like that it's dark in the back, light and dark in the back, but I especially like the dark part, and I like the frame on it as well. This will I think I might list this on online first before I take it to the booth, and if I end up taking it to the booth, then I'll take it off online. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any feedback for me, please let me know, and if you have any questions about any of the items you saw in the video today, I'd be more than happy to address them. Until next time, please remember to subscribe.